So hello and welcome. In this tutorial I would like to show you how to create a simple game in Adobe Animate CC 2021. So right now I would like to show you what we will be doing today. And as you can see, we have some kind of foreign coins, and if I catch them I'm going to get the points, and if I catch all of them I am going to be winner. Then there is going to be a button try again, and if I click this it is going to restart the game. And again I can catch only some of them, and if I don't catch all of them I am going to lose the game and I can try again. So yeah, that's basically what we will be doing today. So I created an HTML5 document, which is, as you can see, 400 by 800, but you can go with whatever size that you want. What I want to do at the beginning is to change the color of the stage, of the background. So I will click on the stage and I will just choose something which is not white, like so. Okay, so right now I'm going to create my coins, and I will go to the oval tool, and I'm going to choose some kind of color, and I can go with maybe something like this, and with my shift I'm going to create oval like so. I will hit Ctrl G to group this, and I will create one more oval, and I will make the color a little bit, I will change the color a little bit. I will create one more oval which is a little bit smaller, and again I'm going to hit Ctrl G. You do not need to group this, but I just prefer to work like this. And I'm going to highlight both of them, and I'm going to align them like so. So they are exactly in the center. And right now I'm going to get my text tool. I will get maybe black color. I want to have the static text. There is option to have the dynamic text. I want to have static one. And I will just type 1 like so. Okay, and you can also align this 1 to the center like this. Okay, so right now I have my coin, and I am going to highlight all of the parts of the coin like so. I will go to the modify, and I am going to choose convert to symbol, or the shortcut is F8 like so, and make sure that it is movie clip, and I can call this to be coin 1. This name is not very important, it's just name for the library. So right now if I go to the library, I can see that I have my coin 1 in here. But we are going to be creating other names which are going to be important for the JavaScript. I can go ahead and double click on my layer 1 at the bottom, and I can change this to be coins, for example. So right now if I click on the coin, you can see that it is movie clip, and you can see that there is an option for the instance name, and this is the name by which we are going to be targeting this coin. So I can call this to be coin 1, for example. But again I want to just emphasize that this name coin 1 is important, and this name in the library I could choose any different name. This is just for our library. This has nothing to do with the JavaScript. Okay, so what I can do is I can duplicate this coin multiple times. So I will just hold Alt, and I will drag this like so, and like this few more times. There is also option to get your vectors directly from the library, but I think that that's a little bit more advanced, and in this tutorial I would like to show you something in between beginner and intermediate. So some of the things we are going to be doing like this. So we are not going to work in the very efficient way all the time. Sometimes we will, and sometimes we won't. So this one is coin 1. This one I am going to change to coin 2. This is going to be coin 3. And like so, coin 4, coin 5, and coin 6. And you can, of course, create as many as you want, or you can create some which are going to be number 2, and you are going to get 2 points after you catch it. That's really up to you. So right now I am going to create new layer, and I will right click on this new layer and I'm going to choose actions, or the shortcut is F9, and it is going to open me a text editor like this. Okay, and you can scale your text editor as you want, so you are going to be able to see your artwork. Okay, so like this, and in here later on I will zoom into my code, but in here there is this code snippet. Okay, so I can click on this code snippet, and it is not going to be working yet because I will have to select my artwork, but I just want to show you. If you click on the code snippet, you are going to have option to go with ActionScript or with HTML5 canvas. I would like to go with HTML5 canvas. There are a bunch of options, and one of the option is animation. So I will open the animation, and there are again bunch of options, and one of them is animate horizontally and animate vertically. You can go with whatever of these, but I would like to go with animate vertically, so I will double click. And you can see that there is the warning, this action requires an object to be selected on the stage. So I am going to hit OK. I will click on my coin. Hopefully this is not going to disappear for you. If yes, just open it one more time. So select your coin, only one of them, and just double click on the animate vertically. And this is going to give me code like this. This part is commented out, and you can create comments by slash and asterisk like this to open the comment, and asterisk and slash to close the comment. So you can type whatever in there, and that is not going to be read by JavaScript. So this doesn't do anything. Those are just instructions. You can read them if you want. And then we have some kind of code. We have this add even listener. Then we have tick, which is basically you can have click, you can have mouse over, you can have double click, and tick is just another listener. And then we have the name of the function, and then this is the name of the function, like so. Then we have this bind method, and then we have the function. If you are not familiar with this, you can go ahead and watch my introduction to JavaScript in Adobe Animate. I have 2 parts, and I'm going to provide them in the description. So I'm not going to explain everything in here, how it works, because I already created a tutorial for those. One thing that we can do right now is change the name of the function, because this name is arbitrary and Animate just created some kind of name. Okay, and this name and this name has to be the same. Okay, so I will go ahead and I will call this to be fall coins f, for example, like the function. I will copy this and I will paste this in here like so. Okay, and then we have this coin1, which is our coin, y, which is like the y position, plus equal 10. Okay, so it's like every frame it is going to move 10 pixels. I guess it's like that. But basically, if I hit Ctrl Enter, we are going to have an animation like so. Okay, and so far we don't have any even listener on this coin, so if we click or just mouse over, nothing is going to happen. Okay, let me get rid of this comment. I do not need it, and I am just going to go with code like this. I can go ahead and duplicate this line of code, this coin1, and I can change this to be this coin2, and I can duplicate this few more times, and I can do this for all of them if I want, like this. So right now 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be falling. Okay, but this is not the most efficient way, but you can of course do it like so, and you can of course change the speed. So for example, this can be 20, and like so. So you can play with this. But right now what I want to do is show you how you can loop through this, because right now we have only 6 coins, so it's kind of easy. But if we have much more of them, it's good to use the loops. So first of all, I will have to create an array in order to be able to loop. And there is no, if you work with HTML and CSS and JavaScript, there are, I would say, better ways how to create loops based on classes and so on. But in here, we will have to manually write our items to the array. So like this, I will type let, or you can go with var, that's up to you. Let is just new version of the declaring variables. So let, I will call it my coins is equal, then these square brackets, and I will type this coin 1, comma, I will copy this like so, and this coin 2, comma, this coin 3, comma, I can do it like so if I want. So I will go this coin 4, this coin 5, and last one is 6. Okay. So right now, and I can have this on the one line if I want. So like this, or I can hit enter and have this on the 2 lines. It doesn't change the array. So right now I have this array, and arrays are 0 based. So it means that this coin 1 is item 0. This one is number 1, and so on. So what I can do is let me get rid of this. I will only leave this one, and I will comment this out. So you can use / to comment out one line of code. And I can go ahead and type my coins, then the square brackets, and 0, which means that my coins is this array, and 0 is this element, like so. And I can type in here that y is plus equal 10. Okay, and I will hit Ctrl Enter, and this one is going to be falling, and only this one. Okay, and what I can do is duplicate it a few more times, like so, and I can choose that I want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So I can hit Ctrl Enter, and right now all of the others are also going to be falling. But right now, when we have this in this way, we can create a loop. So let me again get rid of all of this, and I will type for, which is the for loop, parentheses, and in here I am going to create a variable. So let I is going to be 0. It is going to be 0 because we are going to be starting with 0. Then we are going to declare that I is going to be smaller than 6, because we have 6 items in the array, and we want this loop to end when the I is smaller than 6, because we have 0, 1, 2, and this is number 5. Or you can, instead of 6, type in here my coins length. So this is the length of the array, which is also 6, because we have 0, 1, 2, and there is 6 items. And this may be better if you don't know how many items you have in the array. And I say items in the array, it's probably not items, but you know what I mean. So you can go like this, or we can go just with the number. And right now I will go with the number, but it's good for you to know that there is something like that. Okay, again, semicolon, and then I plus plus, like this. And right now, curly parentheses, and in here I will just type coins, not coins, but my coins I y is plus equal 10. And I will hit Ctrl Enter. And right now, all of the coins from the array are going to be falling. If I go ahead and change this to number 3, for example, right now it would mean that only 0, 1, and 2, so only these 3 coins would fall. So I will show you. So we have 1, 2, 3, and no more. Okay, but I would like to change this back to number 6. Okay, so right now what we can do is we can set the positions of these coins because we position them manually in the Adobe Animate, but later on when we want to reset the game, we will have to position them. And there is easier and more complex way, and I just want to show you right now the easier way. So I will just type function, and I will type coins reset, for example. And this is something that we could done at the end, but I would like to do it right now. So let me get out of the code, and I will go to the view. I will go to the rulers, and it is going to give me rulers like this, and I'm going to close all of the stuff in here, and you can get a ruler like so, okay? And you can position it somewhere, and when you are on the selection tool, you can double click, and it is going to show you the position of the ruler. So this one is on the 100, okay? And this one is going to be on, let me see, 300 and something, okay? And this is the X position from left to right. And we can do the same thing for the Y position. So I can check that this is minus 100, and this one is minus 300 something. So I'm going to in the code manually position these coins. There is option to position these a little bit more efficiently with the loop, but that would be, I guess, too complex, and there are going to be more complex stuff. So I don't want to overwhelm you right now. So basically I will just type my coins 0 and X, and I want to set this to be 100, and I will duplicate this, and I want to set my coins Y to be minus 100, okay? And right now we are going to be just copying and pasting, so Ctrl C, create little space, if you want Ctrl V, and I will do this for the coin number 1, and this one is going to be X 300, and Y is going to be minus 400, like so. And one thing that we can do is if we later on want to change the positions and we do not want to do this for all of them separately, I can set that let my x1 or just x1 is equal to 100. I will duplicate this and let my x number 2 is going to be equal to 300, like so. And I can set that my coin 0 is going to have this variable, and later on if I change this from 100 to 120, it is going to affect all of them, okay? And this one I will put in here like So, and as I said, there is option to do this with the loop, but it would be, I guess, too complicated. I can show you that maybe in some another tutorial. So very quickly, this is going to be number 2 and number 2, and this is going to be minus 700. This is going to be number 3 and number 3, and this is going to be minus 1000. And one more time, I'm going to copy this like so. This is going to be number 4, and this is going to be number 4, and this is going to be minus like so 1300, and this is going to be number 5, and this is going to be minus 1700. So I am going to right now I just declare the function, and I will have to call the function. And to call the function, I will and I don't know why I accidentally cut this. So this should be my x1 is equal to 100. Okay, like so. And I am right now going to call the function like this at the bottom, like so. So I will hit Ctrl Enter, and if I did everything correctly, they are going to be falling like so. Okay, and just to show you, I can go ahead and my animate, and I can position all of the coins like so in here if I want. And if I hit Ctrl Enter, they are going to be falling anyway the way I want it, because I set that with JavaScript. And the thing is, for example, right now I can change this to be 150, and it is going to affect all of them to 150. Okay, and you can also randomize this, but every additional step that you want to create in a game like this is going to make it a little bit more complex. Okay, so like this, and I will change this back to 100. And right now what I want to do is create even listener, which is going to hide the coins, and also we are going to create the score. So let me create some kind of comments in here, so that this doesn't, so this is going to be a little bit readable. So in here I am going to type reset coins position, and I can do something like this, and I can copy this, Ctrl C, and I can paste it in here, and maybe I can add some asterisks in here, and you can create something like this if you want that. This is just beginning of the part of the code with this, and with the asterisks you can say that it is closing that part of code, or you can do whatever that this is really up to you. Okay, so in here I can just type falling coins like this. Okay, and again I can copy this and paste it in here like so, and change this to maybe asterisks like this. Okay, and now what I want to do is create these even listeners. So I'm going to type for, which is for loop, and again I will set that let I is going to be equal to 0, that I is going to be smaller than 6, and I want to have I plus plus like so. And right now in here I'm going to type coins, not coins, but my coins I add event listener. Make sure that you spell everything correctly. I'm going to provide you this code, but make sure that you don't have some mistake, because it can happen. I will start with the click. Later on we will change this to mouse over, but for the mouse over there is one additional step that you will have to do. So my coins y add event listener, click, and in here we have two options. We can either call some function or create anonymous function. I will go with anonymous. Again, I explained this in my introduction to JavaScript in Adobe Animate. So function, like so, parentheses, curly parentheses, so function with the parentheses, and opening and closing the function with the curly parentheses. And in here, I'm going to type my coins I visible is going to be false. Okay, we will check whether this is working, and then I will maybe try to explain one more time. So Control Enter, and if I click, it is going to disappear, like so. Okay, so basically we have for the loop, again, that we are going to have I from 0 to 6, so I am going to put event listeners for all of my coins, and then we have this anonymous function, and in there we are hiding the particular coin that we have clicked on. So yeah, and right now I want to change this to mouse over. So, but if I just type mouse over and I will hit Control Enter, this is not going to be working, because I will have to, and I will do this at the beginning, I will have to type stage dot enable capital M mouse capital O over, like so, and parentheses. So stage enable mouse over, and right now my mouse over should be working. And yes, indeed it is going to be working. Okay, fine. So now what I want to do is I will go back to the Adobe Animate. I will zoom in a little bit, and I will just put these coins somewhere else so they are not going to bother me in here, but that really doesn't matter, because we, as you know, we set that position with the JavaScript. And right now I have an empty layer in here, layer 2, or you can just create the layer like so, so new layer, that's up to you. But don't be on the actions. We do not want to create anything on the actions layer. And if you accidentally, I will show you, I'm going to be on the action layer, and I'm going to create some kind of shape, like this, maybe red shape. I'm going to draw something, and right now I'm going to have the keyframe on the actions layer. One of the way is just delete the shape and that's it. Or you can just click on the shape, right click and choose distribute to layers, and it is going to put it to the separated layer, and action is going to be only code again. Just for your information. Okay, so right now, what I want to do is create few things. One of the things is going to be text, which is going to say that you are winner, like so. And I will make this little bit bigger, like this. Then another text, which is going to say that you lost. So lost, like this. And then we are going to create a button, which is going to be for the new game, or try again. So I'm going to create a rectangle, and I can go with maybe some kind of blue color, like this, I don't know, like so. And in here I will create a text like this, and I will just type in here try again. And this text is too big, so I'm going to scale this down a little bit, like so, maybe even more like this. Okay, and now one more time, what we can do is highlight all of them like this and align them to the center like so. Okay, so right now I will click on the winner. I will go to the modify and I'm going to hit convert to symbol. This name is only for the library, but I can call this to be winner to, like the text, and I will hit OK. And I will click on the winner layer, and the instance name I will just type winner like so. The lost, again I will have to convert to the symbol, so F8 lost to, for example, and I am going to type in here to be lost, and this I am going to highlight like so, F8. I can leave this to be symbol 1 if I want, and I am going to call this to be button, like button, and with capital A again, like so. Okay, and one more thing that we need to create is our score. So I didn't want to open this, so I will get my text, and I can go with maybe black color. You can design this as you want, and I am going to type score, and I will make this smaller, and maybe I will change the color to something like this. So score, and right now I am going to create the number, but I will get the text and I will change this from the static text to the dynamic text. Okay, and I am going to type in here 0 like so. Okay, and the thing about this dynamic text is sometimes it is offset, and I don't understand why. So if I hit Ctrl Enter, the score is going to be a little bit offset. So in the Adobe Animate, position this a little bit down if you are going to have this offset. And if you know why this is offset, let me know in the comment, or you can maybe search for this, because I am really not sure why it's behaving that way. Maybe it's something with the browsers. Okay, and right now I will click on this 0, and I am going to call this to be score. Okay, this text I do not need to convert to the symbol, because I am not going to change it. Okay, so right now I will go back to my code, and at the beginning I would like to hide my winner text, my lost text, and my button try again. Okay, so I will create the function, and I'm going to call this function to be init like so. And right now, one thing that I didn't mention in this tutorial is that if you want to type this inside of the function, you will have to create a variable for this, or you can create something like this, bind this, and then you can use this inside the function. But what I will have to do is create a variable, I will call it maybe root, you can call this whatever, is equal to this. And when you are outside of the function, you are using normally this, and when you are inside of the function, you are using this variable root. So I will type root winner visible is going to be false. Then let me duplicate this. Root lost is going to be false, and also root button again. Okay, and we just declare the function, and if we want to call the function, we will have to we will have to copy this in it and paste it in here like so. So I'm going to hit Ctrl Enter, and they had disappeared. Okay, you can see that I can catch my coins, but the score is not changing because we didn't set it in our code to change it. So I can go ahead and create a variable. I can create it up in here. So let score is going to be 0. Okay, so this is we are declaring the variable. And another thing is I can change the text of my score by typing this. Of if I'm in the function, then instead of this I would use root. So this score text, and I can say that it is going to be 5 just to demonstrate this. So I will hit Ctrl Enter, and my score right now is going to be 5. Or what I can do is set that this score text is going to be equal to my score, which right now is going to be 0, but if I change this to maybe 1, then this is going to be 1. Okay, I guess it makes sense. So something like this. Okay, fine. And right now what I want to do is in here where we are catching the coins, we have my coins I visible is false. And what I want to do is I will just copy it from here, both of these, like so, and I will paste it in here. So basically, when we catch the coin, we want to do something like this: score plus plus, which means plus 1. Plus plus is plus 1, and then we want to display the score. So this score text is equal to the score. And remember, I said that when we are inside of the function, we will have to use root. Okay, so I will hit Ctrl Enter, and yeah, indeed, this is going to be working. Okay, and so right now I'm going to create the function which is going to choose whether I won or lost the game. So I'm going to type function. I will call this to be win or lost. Again, parentheses, curly parentheses, and this can be maybe a little bit tricky, but yeah, we are going to go with if-else statement. So I will type if, and I'm going to type if score is going to be equal to 6, I would like to have my root winner visible to be true, and also I want to have play again, so root button again visible to be true, and else what I want to have is I want to have root lost visible to be true, and then I want to have also this button to be visible like so. Okay, and there is one more condition, and we will have to put to this if-else statement, but basically we want to call this function from these foreign coins. So when we have this tick for coins, in here we have this for loop, and in here I am going to call the function. And basically I will hit Ctrl Enter, and it is immediately going to show the lost. So basically what I want to do is when I am catching the coins, they are I will make them disappear by visibility changing to false, but they are somehow still existing in the browser, and they are still falling. Even though we catch them, they are not visible, but they are still falling. And I want to determine when the last coin, which is going to be number 6, it is this one. So if this number 6 is going to be up in here, somewhere here, then I want to choose whether I have 6 points or I don't have 6 points. Okay, and you can think of another way how to determine whether you won or lost, but basically I will get my ruler, I will double click, and this is position 900. Okay, I can position this again back wherever I want, like so, but I will go back to my code, F9, and in my win or lost, I have already if-else statement, but I can put everything to one if. So I'm going to type if, and I can type if my coins number 5, which is the last one, y is going to be bigger than 900, then I want this to happen. Okay, and I'm going to cut this curly parenthesis and put it somewhere here, like so. Okay, and don't get confused by these parentheses. We have this one, which is with this one. This is opening and closing the function. Then we have the if statement for everything, which is for this one is with this one, and then we have this inner if, which is for this one and this one. You can have if else inside of the if else. That's pretty common. Okay, so I'm going to hit Control Enter, and basically if I'm going to catch all of them like so, and I'm not going to catch the last one, if the last one hits this position and I am going to have only score 5 or less, I am going to get that I lost. Okay, and the same thing if I catch all of them like so, I am going to have the winner only when this coin it is like still falling, and then it is going to display that I am winner. Again, you can play with this, you can have many other ways how you can determine whether you won or lost. Okay, and now one of the last thing that is that I want to reset this game with this try again button. So I will go back to my not screen recording, but back to my animate, and I can create some kind of comments again very quickly. So in here I can type win or lost like this, and I can copy this, Control C, and I can paste it in here, and here I can put it with asterisk like so, and I'm going to create a little bit more space, and I'm going to type this button again, add event listener. I want to have click event, and I'm going to call the function play again like so. I'm going to copy this name, Control C. Now I'm going to create function play again, and what we want to have in this play again function. First of all, we would like to set our score to be 0. So I'm going to type score is going to be equal to 0. Next thing that I want to do is set my text of the score, because right now we set only score, but I will have to go to root score text to be red root score text is equal to 0 or is equal to score. We can go like this. Okay. The next thing that I want to do is, and in here we have this init function, which said that winner is invisible, the lost is invisible, and button again is invisible. So I'm going to call this. So I'm going to hide everything that is going to be there, like so. And one more thing is that I want my coin reset, which we did earlier, where we reset all of the coins to the top. I want to also call this one. Okay, and that's probably it, I guess. So let me test this. I'm going to hit Ctrl Enter, and right now I'm going to try to win. So I'm going to have them like so. I will have to wait a little bit, and yeah, and right now I will hit try again, and it resetted my score. And yeah, there is one more thing that I need to do, because let me go back to the Adobe Animate. The thing is that right now my coins are invisible. Okay, because I catch them, I set them that they are not visible, I restore their position, so they are again going to be at the top, but I didn't reset that they are going to be visible. So you can do this with the loop, but I will very quickly type coins, no coins, but my coins 0 visible is going to be true. Okay, and I will duplicate this few times. As I said, I already showed you how you can create a for loop for this, like so, but right now I want to very quickly show you this. So we are just telling that my coin 0 is going to be visible and so on. So Ctrl Enter, and like this, I will catch them. I will catch the last one. I will have to wait a little bit. You can set some kind of even listener for the last coin to set that if you are winner or loser, and like so. I will hit try again, and they are again going to be falling. Okay, so I will try to win one more time to see whether this is going to be working properly, and yes, it is. And now I will try to lose. Okay, so I'm going to catch some and some not, and we will see whether it's working. Yes, indeed. Okay, so this code, as I said, you can put to the for loop, but I do not need to do it right now because I already showed you how to do that somewhere in here, I guess. Okay, so yeah, this is it. Hopefully there are no any bugs. If yes, let me know in the comment. I didn't see them, but when you are creating a game like this, you should play with it multiple times to make sure that everything under all of the circumstances is going to be working fine. But yeah, if you watch until the end, let me know in the comment. It would mean a lot to me. And as I said, I am not professional programmer. I just like this, and I'm still learning. So there are might be some ways that I didn't maybe explain correctly, or that I could have done better. But there is no many tutorials on the coding in Adobe Animate with the JavaScript on the YouTube. So I just wanted to provide you with something like this. So if you are interested in maybe more games like this, let me know in the comment. I will try to create some more. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you liked, share it maybe with some friend, consider to subscribe. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in some other video. And as a few more things I want to say, I am going to provide in the link tutorial for the introduction to the JavaScript in Adobe Animate, and also maybe I will provide the tutorial which is introduction to the not JavaScript in Adobe Animate but generally Adobe Animate. And yeah, you can check the channel. I have more JavaScript tutorials and HTML5 banner tutorials, some After Effects and so on. So yeah, that's it. Have a nice day. Goodbye.